We have talked about organizational barriers just before this, and now we are going to talk about personal barriers of communication. So, in personal barriers, it comes attitude of superiors. Attitude of the superiors play as vital role in the communication process, whether it is upward or downward or in any other direction. So, it plays a vital role. Therefore, the attitude of superior, either favorable or unfavorable, affects the flow of communication, that is, from superior to subordinate and vice versa. Then comes insistence of following proper channel. Superiors instruct their subordinates to follow the proper channel while communicating. They do not want that a subordinate bypasses them and goes direct to the next higher authority. They always want to be in touch with the communication process so as to help them to know what is happening in their jurisdiction. During emergency situation, there may be a need to bypass the superior. However, the superior may not like it. He may prevent it and instruct the subordinates to keep him in the picture with whatever information or message being passed to higher up as and when occasion arises. Number 3. Lack of confidence in subordinate. It is a general perception that subordinates are not competent enough to advise superiors, since they do not possess the capacity to do so. So, these are all personal barriers. Don't forget that what we are doing. So, lack of confidence is also a major problem in communication. This apprehension makes the superior to have lack of confidence in subordinates. So it happens. So it is a general perception that subordinates are not competent enough to advise superiors since they do not possess the capacity to do so. This apprehension makes the superior to have lack of confidence in subordinates. However, this idea may not be correct, as there are more able subordinates than superiors in many respects. Then preoccupation of superior. A superior feels that there is no necessity to communicate him each and every matter, as is always preoccupied with his own work. Supervisors' involvement with their subordinate is a major requirement for efficiency, which many superiors ignore due to lack of time as an excuse. Not only as the lack of time, but yes, they also feel that they are superior, and because of this complexity, they make the other subordinates feel more and more inferior, and just because of that they lose their confidence. That happens, and hence the communication cannot be successful. So this becomes as a barrier in the communication process, and which does not let the communication to be fruitful. So here I think you have understood whatever we have discussed about personal barriers, and yes, there are some more about personal barriers, and yes, in the concluding part we are going to discuss about it. So let's go to the concluding part.